Hello everyone, you are welcome to another tutorial. Today I will be sharing with you a simple way to draft your Dartless Bodice. I am Esther. Please, if you have not joined this amazing family, please kindly subscribe and hit the bell button so that you will be notified whenever there's a new video. Here are all the things we will be needing for this tutorial. We have our pencil, eraser, markers, a tailor's tape, a wooden ruler, the pattern master, and an armhole curve. Let's go right straight to the tutorial. Thank you. I have made some lines on my pattern. This is the center front line, the shoulder line, the chest line, the waist line, and this is the hip line. I made these lines from my shoulder. I'm going to input my neck measurement, 3 inches width and 3 inches depth. This is the standard in pattern drafting. And I will use my curve ruler to trace it out. And that's our neckline. On the shoulder line, I will input half of my shoulder measurement, which is 16 inches divided by 2, that is 8 inches. From the 8 inches mark, I will come down by 1 inch to make my shoulder slope. I'm forming the shoulder slope from the 3-inch line. I form my shoulder slope. Then on the chest line, I will also measure out 8 inches. I'm going to join the shoulder slope to the point on my chest line to form the armhole depth. My armhole depth is 7.5 inches, and I used 1 inch for my slope, making the chest line 8.5 inches from the shoulder. On my armhole depth, I'm going to find the midpoint. I will find the midpoint of my armhole depth. I will divide it by 2 to find the midpoint. On the midpoint, I will come in by 3/4 of an inch and make a mark. Then on my chest line, I'm going to input the 1/4 of my bust circumference, which is 9 inches. I call here A, B, and C. I will use my curve ruler to join the points, and that will form our armhole. That's our armhole. Then on the waist line, I will input the 1/4 of my waist circumference. My waist circumference is 35. divided by 4 will give us 8.75, and that will make a mark. I will join the chest line to the waistline. Then on the hip line, I will also input the quarter of my hip circumference, which is 10.75. And I'm going to join the waistline to the hip line using the curved part of my pattern master. This is because this part of the body is a bit curvy, so this gives our garment shape. We are almost done drafting the pattern. So this is our neckline, the shoulder line, the armhole, the chest line, the waistline, and the hip line. And with our scissors, we are going to cut it out. I'm cutting it out. Watch what I'm doing. And this is our front pattern. This is the front panel of our pattern. I'm going to do the rest of the cutting off camera, and I will show you what I got. I'm drafting the back pattern piece. I already have my vertical line, which represents the center back line. I already have my shoulder line. I will go ahead to input my chest line. My chest line is 8.5 inches from the shoulder. That's my chest line. I'm going to input my waist line, which is 16 inches from my shoulder. This is exactly what I did on the front pattern piece. That's my waist line. I am going to input my hip line. My hip line is 24 inches from the shoulder. This is a standard measurement, or 8 inches from the waist. I am measuring it from the waist, so I take 8 inches from my waist to get my hip line. Then I am going to measure my neck. I will also take 3 inches width, but on the back piece, we are going to go with 1 inch. The depth will be 1 inch because we need a high neckline on the back. I will go ahead to input my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. I will also put the 8 inches on my chest line. From the 8 inch, I will come down by 1 inch for the slope, just exactly what I did on the front pattern piece. That's my shoulder slope. I'm going to join the 2 points to form my armhole depth. I'm going to measure the quarter of my bust circumference, which is 9 inches, and that will make a mark. Then on my armhole depth, I will find the midpoint. I am dividing my armhole depth into 2. And on the midpoint, I will come in by 0.5 inches. I will come in by 0.5 inch or half an inch. Remember, on the front pattern piece, we came in by 3/4 of an inch, but on the back pattern piece, we came in by 0.5 inch. I'm going to join the 3 points to form our armhole. Then after marking our armhole, I will go ahead on the waistline to measure the quarter of my waist circumference. I will also measure the quarter of my hip circumference, and I will join them exactly as I did in front. Already done with the back pattern piece, and I have also cut it off. So here I have 2 pattern pieces, the front pattern piece and the back pattern piece. And this is our Dartless Bodice pattern. And with this pattern, you can make garments with stretchy fabrics or knit fabrics that doesn't require a dart. You can also make loose blouses with this pattern. So if you have been watching till this part of the tutorial and you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do kindly subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell button so that you will be notified whenever there's a tutorial. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.